This news alert brought to you by Clubs NT. Make your next choice a local club.
Good evening, I'm Ellie Conway with your 9 local news update. It's a Him has taken out back-to-back Darwin Cups. The Big Grey from WA, ridden by Peter Hall, went in as the favourite ahead of Sava 2XL and took the lead on the straight, holding off a fast-finishing Pagman and Ash Grey.
And then in behind those you've got Turnberry, Rosseville, Sava 2XL. The distance got him from live and free.
And in the $70,000 Palmerston Sprint, Anyman charged down the captain in an incredible finish.
Right over the top! I think he got there!
The crowds may have been capped at half its usual count, but the competition stood just as fierce on and off the field at the 2020 Darwin Cup. Lucky enough to go ahead, the event was the envy of the nation.
Serving up looks left, right and centre. Ladies looking fierce, the fellas on song.
Let's go.
A perfect dry season day. And a whole lot of bubbly.
I'm having a very good time. Straight from the bottle, it's the only way to do it. Big day, few beers, love the races.
The thousands that got their backside trackside were the envy of the nation. Darwin's current situation with coronavirus giving the Cup Carnival the green light just a little differently.
Today they're actually combining 2 race days, so the Palmerston Sprint and of course the Darwin Cup, so that brings us up to 12 races, so I've got a lot of trophies to hand over today.
The crowd's been reduced this year to 7,500 people, which is about half of what we would normally get.
Restrictions also impacted the amount of interstate talent on the tracks, making for tough competition between the locals.
This year I think we might have a couple from South Australia and one from Perth. The majority of the prize money today and through the Cup Carnival is staying here in the Territory with our local trainers.
Stephanie Rains took out fashions on the field this year with this number in a hotly contested competition that showed no reduction in entrants. The blokes also giving it a crack too.
We thought we'd try and show off a little bit, and I think we've nailed it. We thought we'd try and outshow the women today because there's a couple of good-looking women here tonight. I'm not going to lie to you.
And like every year, the plan of attack still stands the same.
Try to survive, honestly.
We may have to get picked up out of a bush at some point.
Zarisha Bradley, 9 News.
Traditional owners have blockaded the entrance to Uluru Katajuta National Park after a flight from a hotspot touched down in Yulara this morning. Parks Australia has since taken action, announcing a temporary closure. For weeks now, residents from communities around Uluru have been calling for the Yulara airport to remain closed.
We were under the impression on Friday and Saturday morning that the flights from Brisbane would be suspended.
But this morning, 42 passengers from Brisbane flew in. The move has angered residents who were led to believe no flights from hotspots would land at the airport. And today they used their cars to blockade the entrance to Uluru Katajuta National Park in a bid to reduce any possible transmission of COVID-19.
There's bound to be more cases in Brisbane that haven't been discovered as positive yet. It's insane. It's landing those people right on the doorstep of some of the most vulnerable communities.
A statement from the Health Department said 3 of the passengers were transferred by bus to Alice Springs to enter mandatory quarantine. Parks Australia says the park will remain closed until all parties reach a resolution. Ellie Conway, 9 News. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more news shortly.